Good evening and welcome to a new edition of Daily Debate. This evening we'll be debating where is the Egyptian economy heading. A lot of changes. The IMF loan has been approved. What is in stake with that loan? And another issue, international issue, which is the US elections. We cannot ignore how things will be shaping up in the United States. Under the White House dome, a businessman has been elected. How will this reflect on the future of Egyptian-American relations? More importantly, the economic relations. Can we rely now more on economics to push forth the politics or not? With us this evening is a distinguished gentleman that will shed light on this issue. The IMF loan, what does it entail? And more importantly, what are the key components of that loan in the following report, and we'll continue our discussion, so please stay with us.
Egypt is expected to receive the second tranche of the International Monetary Fund's $12 billion loan in the spring, according to the IMF mission chief in Egypt, Chris Jarvis. The IMF Executive Board approved on Friday a three-year $12 billion loan to Egypt to support its economic reform program, with Egypt's central bank confirming the receipt of an initial batch of $2.75 billion. The loan will be divided into 6 tranches, 2 disbursements each year over the period of 3 years, according to Jarvis. Most of the payments are worth $2 billion, except for the one which is for a bit more, and the second is for a bit less, because they wanted to give Egypt a bit more support at this point in the process, Jarvis continued. Egypt secured the IMF loan a few days after the central bank announced the flotation of the Egyptian pound, and the Egyptian government decided to raise energy prices by 30 to 45%. Jarvis said there are no further actions required from Egypt, confirming big actions had already been taken in the start. Adding the IMF vision is in line with the government's plan to eliminate electricity subsidies at 5 years and most fuel subsidies over 3. What remains is a question of keeping up with the efforts already taken in order to bring down the budget deficit and inflation, he added. IMF Managing Director Christine Lagarde said the program is by the Egyptian government for the Egyptian people and to help the Egyptian economy. Lagarde added the key feature of the program included a flexible exchange rate regime to remove overvaluation, rebuild reserves, and provide buffers for external shocks. Monetary tightening to contain inflation, fiscal consolidation to ensure mid-term public debt sustainability, strengthening social safety nets, and increasing pro spending to offset impact of the reforms on the vulnerable, and structural reforms to promote inclusive growth, create jobs, increase and diversify exports, improve the business environment, and strengthen public finance management.